It's Courtney of Courthousecouture. I'm a lawyer, but not your lawyer. And yes, I've been practicing law in the state of Texas for 16 years. And we're going to have to discuss the closing arguments in the Lindsay Clancy trial. This case has bitterly divided people, like I knew it would. People siding with the prosecution, believing that Lindsay Clancy was cold-hearted and knew what she was doing, versus the numerous people who believe that there were multiple failures allowed Lindsay Clancy to end up in the position she was in, and many are even blaming her husband. While her husband is not on trial and that's not the issue, you should know Lindsay Clancy's defense counsel literally gave a masterclass in how to humanize Lindsay Clancy, broke down the issues in her medical care, in her treatment, even showing a complete listing of all the medications that she's taken. Talked about how women are dismissed with their mental health issues, just being told they simply have generalized anxiety. Used large photos, show pictures of Lindsay and her family, illustrate all of her injuries after she tried to unalive herself. He took a lot of time to shade the prosecution, horrible investigation, literally challenge their competency, their lack of strong evidence, and their lack of facts. The prosecutor during the closing, challenging all of the assertions made by defense counsel, stating that Lindsay Clancy had a lot of access, great doctors, great medical care, great leave. This wasn't a woman who was in need. Placed blame squarely on Lindsay Clancy for not providing her doctors with accurate information. He also appeared to hold Lindsay Clancy to a higher standard because Lindsay Clancy was a nurse and knew she needed to take her medicine in a certain way and be truthful and forthright with her medical providers. He stated that Lindsay Clancy conformed her behavior to law so that she wouldn't suffer consequences. He even tried to state there were many instances where you couldn't physically see that Lindsay Clancy was suffering from any illness. He argued that Lindsay Clancy could control her behavior. Probably one of the most interesting parts of her argument, where the judge told her to stop, was when she tried to compare Lindsay Clancy to Andrea Yates and stated that Andrea Yates voices multiple times like Lindsay Clancy. Probably the best part of her argument, and she tried to describe that Lindsay Clancy was using ordered thinking surrounding the time period of the unaliving of her children. That was probably the best part of her argument. Overall, I don't know what the jury is going to think. Unlike the prosecutor, I believe there are similarities with this case and the Andrea Yates case. We're just going to have to see. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.